Golfing in Hawaii might be nice.
Have you ever tried golf?
I have, yeah. I've spent plenty of time on the course. Do you play at all?
Well, golf's a big talking point with I went to a driving range to try it out. I had a hard time just hitting the ball.
You just have to get used to it. Even practicing your...
Oh, so that's why old guys are always
things are going well. Ah, that takes me back. What kind of music are you into, Sonny?
I don't stick to a single genre, so I've been into pure love and Kamurocho lately.
I'm a fan of that one, too. How about a duet sometime?
A duet with you, Kiryu-san. Wait till I start voice lessons first.
Wait, it's not like I'm asking you to debut as a singer. You really are perfection.
Well, yeah.
All right.
So, let's catch up. For the record, Taichi's safely back in Okinawa by now. Saw him off at the airport personally. Bought him enough tchotchkes to fill a duffel bag. That cabaret fight shouldn't sour his memories of the city.
Good. Taichi's lucky to have you looking out. Thank you, Date-san.
Hang on. Too early to start thanking me. We need to talk about what's next.
Hmm?
Come on. Taichi's far from the only one you've shut out. You've been dead to the world how many years?
That's what I'm supposed to be. Dead men don't keep in touch. The Daidoji faction made that clear. They only back me as long as I stick to the
Then what happens now? There's video evidence of Kazuma Kiryu still walking the earth. Force majeure, as the French call it, out of our hands. Daidoji say anything about that yet?
No, nothing so far.
As I thought. They're not omnipotent anyway. Not half as much.
What are you trying to say?
Only that, the way I see it, if circumstances align for a near miss or two with old friends...
Maybe. But you're forgetting.
Oh, I'm well aware. But seeing Taichi didn't make you break, you keep your distance, they never know you're there.
And if I were one of them, I'd...
Bloody hell. Does that backbone of yours ever bend? How about this, then? You know what Kamurocho's like these days. With the Tojo and Omi put to pasture, the Yakuza are just a member. Better or worse, they're too insignificant to pin down. Cops have...
I get it. So...
Some Kamurocho folk think it's worse than ever.
Hmm? Akiyama. Can't find him? Date-san, when was the last time you two spoke?
Just after the dissolution, I suppose. He caught when Kazuma Kiryu might have had a hand in it. Akiyama went hunting for anything he could find, but came back with nothing more than rumors. He rang me up late one night during his investigations. I've tried calling him since, but there's never an answer.
What? So he just disappeared? Do you even know if he's alive?
The thought occurred to me, so Are you worried? He's just one of plenty you've turned your back to, after all.
I can't help but be curious. Of course I want to know how they're all doing.
That's so. Glad you finally said it. It's time to do something about it.
Tell me what you want from me,
I thought I'd been clear. This whole bucket kick list of yours is an opportunity. You and the Daidoji can stay honest with each other. While we get you some leave everything to me. Akiyama, who else out there do you need to see? You spent practically half your life on those streets.
The people who meant the most to me are dead. Kazuma-san, Yumi, even Nishiki. I still visit their graves. In fact, I was just there recently.
God's sake. All right, because, like it or not, that includes you.
This is too much pressure for me to think.
Oh, yeah. Don't mind me. The older I get, the less patience I seem to have.
Well, I guess there's Kazuki and Yuya.
There you go. That's a great call, in fact. As you know, Stardust fell to the Korean Mafia some time back. Yep, now that we have that settled, I only have to come up with a plan. Some way the Daidoji faction will write off as a coincidence. Like with Taichi, we need the perfect setting.
Whatever you say. I'll go along with this because I trust you.
Stop it. This is something I want to do.
Yo, these frames are sweet.
How are they any different from the ones you already have?
The difference is slight. Yeah, they are the same style. I guess I like to stick to a type. I've got around 20 pairs of these same glasses back home.
You go all in, don't you? But I understand why you'd stick with them.
Right?
Things are going well.
I could use 40 winks.
Okay, well, looks like I'm up.
Could find the words to say goodbye. I'm such a mess.
Now, lend me your ears.
I've been a fool, and you've been childish. You fell down, you got hurt chasing sweeter dreams. Never could hide the truth in your eyes. That's how I knew, that's my I love you is something you never say. Couldn't get it out, always just pulled away. So then why, please won't you tell me why you could find the words to say goodbye. I'm such a mess, I'm lost, I'm no good at this. I am in love. Still in love with you. Hard as I try, can't even drink this pain away. Memories of you, twisting my view. I've been a fool.
That was all right, I guess. Hey, Namba. This seat taken?
Hey, it's all yours.
Fill me in. Any new developments?
Thanks for remembering. As it happens, that girl, Miyabi-chan, asked me out to drinks to talk.
My goodness. Blessings to the happy couple. I suppose it was about your...
So it turns out, she called because the company's explanation for firing me,
Oh?
Originally, she was secretary to an executive there. Then the company transferred her to inspections, despite her having no training there. Explains a lot, actually. Why she seemed so mistake-prone, that is. Maybe she wasn't just clumsy like we thought.
You were the same.
Yep. What's more, now it gets interesting. Her transfer and...
So there's a...
that's an extravagant way of putting it, but yeah. Take a look at this here. He's on the homepage of the company. Guy's also a serial sexual harasser. He was but she wouldn't do it.
That was courageous of her.
Yeah. Unsurprisingly, asshole gets a slap on the wrist. At which point, he starts getting...
How do you mean?
Soon, Miyabi-chan loses her secretary position. They tell her it's just routine human resources allocation. So she ended up in the same warehouse as me.
And if she complained about any of it, the company could claim it had sided with her.
Yep. The harasser doesn't even quit after that. He'd stop by every so often. Until one day, when he caught her talking to me. Saw her smiling. He flips out. Gets jealous over it. Next thing you know, I've been shit-kicked. That's it. Not the video or my past misconduct. Like you said, Kiryu-san, there had to be another reason.
Some of these private companies are no better than Yakuza. What's the situation now, then? Have things gone any worse since you were fired?
They have. Apparently he started...
So, no...
pretty much...
Well, what do you...
Kiryu-san, what do you think?
Simple.
What the hell kind of advice?
She asked you out, didn't she? Therefore...
No, I thought I explained to you. She didn't ask me out for any
All right, all right.
Oh, jeez, man. Okay, then. Kiryu-san, thanks for that.
Really?
You're damn fine company to drink.
Say, why don't... Hey, Psycho.
Yeah, go ahead. I've got to keep an eye on the sickly, you know.
That's so.
Actually, when you're hitting on a woman, are you the attentive type? The kind of man who...
I'd say so, yeah.
Have you ever given someone
That's not my style. I've never...
Okay, but if a guy gave you enough roses to nearly fill your room every single day, and crazy...
Guys like that only exist in soap operas. I've never heard of anyone doing...
Really?
Hosts may have done that sort of thing for their clients, but that's all state. So what's with the rose talk? Did some guy actually try to... He must be quite... Alright, I'm listening.
He's the CEO of some consulting firm that just started up here in Eugene. After his first visit to the club, he asked me on a date, and ever since then, he's been sending me a ton of roses. It doesn't really bother me.
You shouldn't, though.
Yeah? Like...
The guy seems head over heels for you.
And on top of that, he even slips in stuff like marriage and our...
So this CEO guy is the same customer who was pressing you about getting hitched.
Yep. I mean, honestly, he was a great... He's attentive, and he never runs out of things to talk about. And he's funny, too.
Seems like you don't think too badly of me.
Huh. Does it come off that way? I heard Ichiban is doing just fine over there. He's, hanging around with that one girl, right? Chitose-chan?
Oh.
So...
Chitose is the daughter of the Fujinomiya family, so you could say that...
That's what I've heard, too. Being born into a family like that?
At first, I thought she was just a petty thief.
Chitose-chan more or less stripped Ichiban of everything he... Wasn't he being way too careless? I mean, he went all the way to Hawaii to meet his mom.
But Kasuga wasn't seduced by her. He only got it. On top of that, she told him she was Akane-san's housekeeper. Yeah, he let his guard down.
Uh-huh. So you're taking... That man never changes. I'm not sure...
It's hard to leave him...
Incredibly.
He bears his heart to anyone, so... I'm positive he doesn't look at Chitose in the way you think he does. Does that make you feel any better?
What? Look, if...
Uh-huh.
And what are you chuckling at? That does it. I don't know if it's just your age talking or what, but that calm attitude of yours just pissed me off. Heck, how would you like it if I stripped you down today, Kiryu-san?
Careful. I'm a sick man, remember?
Hey, what are you smirking about?
I actually slept well last night.
That's nostalgic.
I think my arms are getting bigger.
Nothing wrong with that. You been training lately?
No, I don't get to go to the gym too much. Oh, you know, it's the pot.
Pot?
Yeah, I got this ritzy French cooking pot and it weighs a ton. It's super durable too, so I use it practically all the time.
You can only do so much with a pot, though. Is it really that heavy?
About 6 kilograms.
Must be a big pot. All right.
Dante, Kiryu. We'll make for Kamurocho from there.
Understood. What are you muttering to your phone about?
Yo, it's a crossword app. Forgot that
First magazines and newspapers. Now there are crossword apps?
they're pretty fun. Educational, too.
What's the price of...
Let's see,
I doubt those sprouts could last a whole...
Yeah, no way. So if I win, and I'm sure I can rely on old...
They have given away something more useful. Things are going well. I remember this.
Not a scratch.
Damn it!
Bring it on.
Let's do it. In for the kill!
Allow me.
Watch this. It's booze time!
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Oh, yeah?
Try to block this.
Here we go.
Yeah.
On.
Did you really think you'd win?
Learning more every day.
Hell yeah.
Strong.
Sunny, your nails are so gorgeous.
I usually go to the salon, but
Would you? Actually, I...
Prep. For manicures?
No. For a good manicure, you gotta file the nail down smoothly, trim the cuticles, apply a...
Hey, it kinda sounds like building model kits.
Say what?
Yeah, have to file down the plastic, clip off nib. That stuff makes all the difference in
That's interesting. Sounds like what I used to do in my pocket circuit day.
We might be naturals at doing nails. Come
I don't want my nails to look like robots.
This brings back memories.
A message from my marketplace app. Guess the bidder wants me to lower...
What, they trying to haggle?
Yeah, it's nothing I'll miss, so I... Wait, they want half off?
You gonna turn him down?
Yeah, I'll be losing... maybe you can buy it, Kiryu-san.
Yeah? And...
It's a facial toning device.
Right. All right. Ah, that takes me back. You into Ferris wheels, Sunhee?
You could say that. Mostly I prefer to admire them from afar. I just get lost in that twinkle as it slowly spins around. Oh, and I feel the same way about merry-go-rounds.
So a day at an amusement park with you would... Oh, but I guess you wouldn't actually be on the rides.
Ah, a day at the amusement park with you, Kiryu-san? In that case, on the Ferris wheel, the merry-go-round, or even one of those teacup rides together.
After that, our eyes will be going on. Things are going well.
No problem so far.
This area's packed with fishermen today.
Speaking of, Jungi goes fishing every once in a while.
Oh, really? Does he go out on the ocean for that?
No, fishing holes are his go-to spot. He's generally a man of few words, but he gets really talkative while fishing. It's like the floodgates open up when his line goes out. He shares a hidden side of himself. He usually doesn't catch much, but...
It's possible that the fishing pond is his space.
Do you like fishing?
Sounds like you'll have me spilling my whole life story before I know it.
That's the plan.
All right. That's nostalgic. Big ship. Must be nice to take a leisure cruise.
I've always wanted to throw streamers off the side as you pull away.
I think I've seen that. So it's the people on the boat that toss them?
Yeah. It symbolizes the last handshake you're sharing with those on shore. Isn't that a
I bet I'd be good at that. I've always had a knack.
Oh, yeah?
Hold the end of the tape with your... then quickly extend your... Oh, you'll get a nicer arc.
How about that?
You go on a lot.
Huh?
Huh?
But I've practiced the streamer throw, so now I'm just...
Hey, let's all take a... You can run me through that streamer tutorial. Sound good?
That's something to look forward to.
These flowers are always pristine.
They are. Say, what's your favorite flower?
Let's see. Nothing fancy, but I'd say white clovers. They're typically found everywhere. There's always a ton of them, but no florist. Plus, they're... Oh, but...
I disagree. Those flowers... I think that's just like you, Sunhee.
Huh.
Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them. Hey, this truck sells vegetables.
Yeah, they do. I buy them here often, actually. Trust me, they are top-tier veggies.
So, they're fresh?
That's part of it. For example, check out the asparagus. Closed. Or see,
I get it.
I admit...
I bet any shop would feel honored.
That's not...
All right. I remember this.
There's so much nature here. Maybe I should incorporate more greenery into Comey.
Yeah, I guess it does.
In that case, I might as well set up a vegetable garden too. I'd love to be able to harvest my own crops.
I can see you going all in and eventually...
Might start a new forest before we know.
That sounds like something to look. Things are going well. Our bond's getting deeper. Feels like just yesterday.
It's my turn.
Get serious. I'll take one. You can win. Viajeros.
In for the kill!
Allow me.
Okay. Watch this. It's boost time. Come on.
What's the holdup?
Out of my way!
Let's do it. Try to flop this.
Here we
Think you can handle this? I'm over here.
Sorry about that. That's pretty bold of you. Doing better than I thought.
Yes!
You know, I've got
I enjoy a good cup of tea. And I notice a lot of desserts are green tea.
right? But I'm in it somehow.
That's a pretty
Sure, it was tough starting out. My tea would be all now I make a mean cup of mine. You see, initially I just wanted. These days, all I really care about is the art.
Sounds like the journey replaced the destination. All right.
Good, you have everything you need.
Yeah.
Straight over to Stardust. Hope you're prepared for this. And there it is. Camarocho's prevailing host club, Stardust.
Prevailing, huh? They've come a long way, I suppose.
Obviously, the Jingon occupation brought some drastic changes a while back. Now it's returned to its more traditional roots, so to speak. That Kazuki boy's always had a vision.
You're not kidding. That's not just traditional. It's downright nostalgic.
Huh?
Yuya.
Huh. Honestly, things never change. Right in the middle of the street.
Like I give a shit who you're with. The Tojo clan couldn't even get protection money from us. Get out of here. Don't come back again.
You're freaking dead! We're gonna ruin this joint!
That the best you got for me? Real Kamurocho natives sneeze better threats. Let me teach you. Never screw with the big boys.
Ah!
Hey, isn't that... Oh, my gosh! Kazuki-san!
He's the coolest! And Yuya-san's here too! Oh, I'm ascending.
Nicely done, Yuya. You're as fearless as the day I met you.
Kazuki-san. I'll cover the outside. You worry about business on the inside.
You know how boring it is without you in there? Come. There's a...
On it.
Wow! Stardust! I want to marry this place!
Seems as popular as...
I suppose so.
Hey, that was the owner just now, right? Those crooks were looking for protection money? And by the looks of it, business...
Suppose so. We're, pretty old-fashioned as host clubs go. But Kazuki-san's a great boss, and with him the fact that he still pulls in such young fans, that'll never change. They've always been a different breed. Most people have forgotten by now, but the Jingon Mafia they had money, weapons, people.
The Jingon used Stardust to launch their
Oh, mister, you know your stuff. As to why the Jingon was targeting Kamurocho, you see, the Korean Mafia was beaten badly. But meaning no offense, you two look like you might have been around back then.
Yep, I've heard...
I figured. No one who knows anything about Kamurocho wouldn't know Kazuma Kiryu, after all. Yeah, Kiryu-san was a legend who kicked the Jingon out almost single-handedly. Kazuki-san and Yuya, though, had the misfortune of being his friends. So, when the Jingon Mafia finally came back, you could say Kazuki-san was just another victim of Kazuma.
Huh. Not exactly sure that's accurate, you know?
Don't you think? I gotta say, this city's story has always been about honest people. At least the Jingon are dead and buried now, anyway. And with all of them gone, it fell to Kazuki-san to rebuild on his own. It kills me to think of him having to bow his head to every moneylender. If those criminals could hear me from hell, especially Kiryu, I'd have some words for him.
I see. Fair enough.
Hey!
Thanks for your time.
No, of course not. No bother at all, sirs.
Hey, where are you going? This Kazuki and Yuya are coming to Serena in a little while.
Don't tell me you invited them.
I'm not saying you have to reveal yourself.
No. I saw for myself they're doing well.
Oh, come on. Don't. I promise you, whatever that toddler of a host said, Kazuki and Yuya don't... I've never heard them utter one...
Even still.
Honestly, just come... What's a Kamurocho trip without revisiting this place anyway? Ah, there you are. Good to see you, Kazuki, Yuya.
Likewise. Thank you for inviting us.
Not every day the legendary detective of Kamurocho asks you out for drinks.
Is that the kind of barefaced flattery Stardust customers get treated to, Yuya?
That wasn't flattery. Everyone knows I speak my mind, pure and simple.
All right, all right.
Hey, by the way, this place is empty. You didn't, reserve the whole bar for us, did you?
Not at all. This is the slow time of night. Always clears out around now.
Come on, Yuya. Don't be presumptuous.
Okay, Kazuki-san, but I bet you were thinking the same thing.
Here it is, trying to clear your name by muddying mine. I apologize for that, Date-san.
Oh, get this, Date-san. Know what happened earlier? Some small-timers actually came around for protection fees.
Yeah, I saw. Happened to be... don't tell anyone I said that. technically.
How are you all?
Rolling on Stardust's front door just now? Gotta say, it actually brought back memories.
Yeah?
Huh. Do you have to ask? I'm sure we're all thinking the same.
Yep. Dead to rights, yeah?
Come on, don't keep me in suspense. I get it now. Of course he'd come to mind.
Hard to believe that was almost 20 years ago now.
Yeah. Crazy. I can count on one hand the fights I've lost in my life, but I've never felt strength like his before or since. That first night, he looked just like any other mid-rank soldier come to squeeze us.
Huh. Little did you know you were picking a fight with the Dragon of Dojima.
Time never slows down, huh? Soon, Kiryu-san will have been dead for as long as I knew him when he was alive.
Hyuya keeps a bottle on reserve just in case he ever shows up again someday. One of our most expensive bottles, in fact. Doesn't exactly help our bottom line.
Well, Yuya's not alone there. Sometimes I'm stunned he's been gone so long.
Bet everyone in this district who ever met the guy feels that, now and again.
Maybe. Still, he had a way of bringing trouble wherever he went, wouldn't you say? Stardust must have surely suffered over the years because of him, no? Your doorman has something of a grudge against him, in fact.
Can't in good faith deny that, I guess. Talk about someone the world just has it out for. There were times he'd waltz in, and you'd know a storm was coming. I don't know. Do you think Kiryu-san would forgive me if he heard me say that?
It's fine. If you're still carrying this with you, might as well let it out.
Okay. The thing is, no one ever took the brunt of it worse than Kiryu-san himself. When that man clenched his jaw and furrowed his eyes, all your doubts would disappear.
I'll never forget the first time we met. He was ready to overthrow the Tojo clan, all on his own. But then, you found a little girl worth 10 billion yen, and decided to protect her like she was his own blood. After that, Kiryu-san became an icon to the city. Anyone who knew him knew the courage he could instill. Every twist and turn, all our troubles and hard times felt bearable then.
Yeah. That's what Kiryu-san was to us. That's why it's so hard to believe he's gone for good.
Hey, Date-san.
Hmm?
Why tonight? Why invite both of us here all of a sudden? Did anything happen recently?
What do you mean?
I wonder. News of Kiryu-san, perhaps? A sighting, a rumor, a word? Some sliver of evidence somehow suggesting that his death was a feint?
Don't do this to yourselves. I'm sorry, but I called you because I felt like seeing some old friends.
I see. And that's all it is?
Come on. Can you blame us for hoping for something more?
You too.
Kazuki-san likes to say that Kiryu-san deserves to have us honor his legacy. That's why Stardust was worth all the scraping and clawing it took to get it back.
Yeah, that must have been difficult. But from the looks of it, Stardust has truly recovered. Kamurocho itself even, like the city's healing from Tenkaichi Street out.
For the first time in a long time, I think I'd be proud for him to visit us again. I'd like him to know that we're still standing. I suppose I understand Yuya and his bottle now.
It's all right. I have a feeling he's damn proud of the both of you. Believe me, there's not a doubt in my mind. I should apologize for dragging you all the way up there. I know you're busy.
You don't have to do that. I appreciate all the work it took.
Kazuki and Yuya, well, feel free to tell me I was right. Those two have always looked up to you. Maybe Kamurocho can become a little bit better if its people don't forget the man who fought for it. How was it hearing all that?
It was good. I felt happy. Like listening in on your own funeral, though.
Yeah, that's understandable, I suppose. Although, what better way to find perspective on the life you've led than that? No one expects they're the poor bastard everyone will say good riddance over. Except maybe you. You think you only ever put people in danger. I'm gonna prove to you you're wrong. I'm working on another clandestine reunion. Stay in touch until then.
Thanks for the drink. See you again soon.
Good night, Kiryu. Do your best to hold on to what they said.
Nice work out there.
Hey, Zhao.
Ah, hey there, Kiryu-san.
Someone's been knocking him back. You know, I still haven't had a drink with you yet. Mind if I sit here?
Of course not. Be my guest. Some one-on-one time with Kiryu-san, huh? Kinda making me a little nervous here.
And I guess you've already got a good buzz going. Been a while since you stepped down as a leader of the Liumang, hasn't it?
Yep. Now I'm just a regular old civilian. Trying to be one, at least.
Right. I imagine other people might not see it that way.
It's been a solid 15 years since you quit the business, right? But people still call you Kiryu-san. The fourth chairman and the Dragon of Dojima.
Yeah. There's no running from your past. Guess we're both struggling on that front.
But at least I've got it a bit easier than you. My name's only good round here in Ijincho.
Do you ever regret giving it all up? Your father passed you the mantle, right?
Well, Liumang was tearing itself apart from the inside out back then, thanks to Ryo Aoki and the Omi Alliance. A good lot of them stabbed me in the back, some of the old heads included. We had no choice but to rebuild from the ground up. Obviously, somebody has to take responsibility for all that, and well, who else better than the guy up top? Since Komijo was literally going up in smoke too, Ijincho's entire gray zone was in danger. Having Sunhee take the wheel was the best choice, so no. I don't regret my decision.
I see.
By bringing the Liumang and Komijo together, Sunhee managed to save a lot of lives. That had to be a ton of hard work. I can't possibly thank her enough for all she's done.
I'm impressed you're so honest about it.
I gotta say, it hits different when you're the one dishing out praise, Kiryu-san. Kasuga-kun's got away with words, but you're not too bad yourself.
Thanks.
Kiryu-san, you're a dead man walking, aren't you? So you can't pay your family or friends a little visit?
That's right.
Are you sure you should be talking to me then?
The Daidoji probably think that this will all work out in their favor. So they'll turn a blind eye.
All right then. You think it'd be cool if you came over to my place?
Your place?
I own a Chinese restaurant, see? An old little hole in the wall, but it's mine. Sometimes I cook the food myself. Scratch that. Not sometimes. I cook pretty much every day.
From the top of the liumang to the head of the kitchen.
I've always loved cooking. You'd catch me in the kitchen even during my liumang days. A lot of my guys like to eat whatever I whipped up to.
You ever consider that it was hard for them to tell the boss his food sucks?
Oh, so that's how you want to play. Guess now I've just gotta invite you to my restaurant then.
Sure, I'll go. It's all gonna be on the house, right?
Yeah, of course. But if you find the food tasty, then I'll take cash over any compliments to the chef.
That's some confidence you've got there. I look forward to it. How about another round?
Fine by me. But you should take it easy. Wouldn't...
Fine.
Hard to believe you're a sick man.
That's the spirit. Hey, Sunhee. Mind if I join you?
Of course I don't mind, but... How's your health, Kiryu-san?
Just fine. I am limiting my intake, believe it or not. Thanks for the concern, though. Is it really alright for you to spend so much time with us? Will your subordinates manage without you there?
I'm sure they'll be okay. There are hardly any issues that require my input. If they need me to get involved, then they know how to reach me. So there's no need to worry about me, Kiryu-san.
Your phone's ringing.
So it is. Just ignore it. I'm enjoying our time together right now.
But...
See? Now, if it's really important, they'll call again right away.
You gonna answer that?
Nothing could possibly be more important than enjoying a drink with you, Kiryu-san.
I appreciate the thought, but now I'm a bit on edge here.
Well, now that that's over, we can finally drink in peace.
No need to be so considerate of me. I don't mind if you answer your phone when we're together.
But that just seems so rude and disrespectful.
Like I said, I really don't mind.
I suppose I have to take this then. Excuse me.
Yeah, of course.
What? This had better be important. Yeah, got it. Bye.
Everything okay?
All good. Don't worry. It's not a big deal. Just...
Your subordinates called you multiple times.
Yeah, apparently a
What?
Okay, don't get so worked up. It was just a minor fire. Some guys from the Liumang...
Liumang? But I thought they were under your command.
Yeah, which is why I'm having them look into the matter. Well, that's...
That sounds more important than having a drink. Don't worry about me.
But...
I'm done here. If I drink any more, go show your face, even for just a second.
Fine, fine. Once you...
All right. And hey, as long as you're up for it.
There's nothing I'd love more.
It's tough having to lead an entire... Daigo really had his work cut out for him.
Hey, I'm in good shape.